Welcome to 15 days of learning the basics of live streaming, day 9. Hello challengers, welcome to the Certified Academy. My name is Tosin Ekubagbe, also known as Certified, and today we'll be looking at the best settings you can use in your OBS for your live streaming and your recording. So we'll be going into the OBS settings today to look at the best settings we can use to get a good quality for our live stream and also a good quality for when you're recording. Let's dive into it, guys. You want to go to your OBS settings and you go to your output settings. When you come to the output tab, it might not look like this. It might look like this because this is the default mode when you install your OBS. This is how it looks like. So let's start with the default mode. So what we have here is the streaming, recording, and the replay buffer. For streaming, the first thing I'm going to look at is video bitrate. You always want to keep this at 4000 kilobytes per second upward if you are streaming on 1080p. But yet again, it depends on your network speed because sometimes you can go higher than 4000 kilobytes per second. By the time we go into getting stream key and all that, we look at how network influences bitrate and all that. But standard, you always want to make sure that your bitrate is always 4000 kilobytes per second upward. So what that means is that you can use 4000, you can use 5000, you can use 6000, 7000, 8000, 10,000. Bear in mind that it depends on your network speed when you want to stream. But if you're going to stream 720p, you might need between maybe 1.5 and 2.5 kilobytes per second to have a good quality live stream. So you need to bear in mind that yes, there's a standard bitrate to use for live stream when you want to stream 720, 1080p, but your network influences that. So next thing we look at is the audio bitrate. Yes, 160 is a good spot to leave it. You can leave it at 160. Now, video encoder. Right now, because this laptop doesn't have a graphics card, I only have my software, that's the X264, and the hardware. I always want to use the software X264. By the time we go to the advanced mode, I'll show you the particular one I use. But for this, in a simple mode, I always want to use these. Then encoder preset, I always leave it at default as medium CPU usage and standard quality. You don't want to use fast because it's going to use a high percentage of your CPU and your laptop might begin to overheat and lag and do all that. Yes, you're going to get a high quality, but your laptop is going to pay for that. So I feel like medium is the best place to keep it. Just keep it at the middle. Audio encoder is always AAC by default. So that will be all for our streaming on simple output mode. Now let's go straight to the recording. The first thing you see is the recording part. You always want to confirm that you know where you are recording to. You don't want a situation where you are done recording and you start, looking around and looking for the file and all that. So always confirm that you know where you are recording. Right now, if I were to record, it means I'm recording to my desktop. I created a folder, OBS recording, select folder. So I know that if I were to record on this laptop, I know where it's been saved to. Your recording quality, you can choose to use the same quality as your live stream if your live stream quality is good. But situation where your network is bad and you know you have to reduce your video bitrate to avoid lag online, then it means that you have to now change your recording quality. So you can't use the same quality as that of your live stream. Let me say that again. Situations where your live stream quality is not good. There are sometimes where you have reduced the bitrate of your streaming quality, maybe because the network is bad or the laptop is overheating or something. Yes, you have a low quality on your stream, but you can still record a high quality on your laptop. So this is where you're going to do that. So instead of using same as stream, you're going to come here and choose high quality medium file size. So your quality is going to be what? It's still going to be good. Then if you have enough storage, if your laptop can take it, you can move to the large file size or the tremendously large file size. But a medium file size is too good. At least I'm sure that's going to give you 1080p. Then recording format. Now, this one is a little bit tricky because for the recording format, if you decide by default, if you install your OBS, by default is always on .mkv, which is this Matroska video. So this is how it is to be by default when you open your OBS. So the reason why OBS recommend this as a default recording format is because situations where your OBS should crash or you're using a PC and power goes off, if you recorded in this format, that's .mkv, there's a chance that you can always get your video back. you're not going to totally lose that video, so you can always get it back. You maybe use a software, maybe VLC or other softwares to maybe re-encode it or repair the video. But if you're recording in any other format, .mov, .mp4, all these other formats, if OBS is shut down abruptly, maybe your laptop's shut down, or it even hangs and you need to like restart the OBS, you've lost that recording already. That is why OBS always recommend that we use .mkv. Personally, I only use .mkv maybe when I want to do like a short recording. .mkv format is good, especially when you want to do a long recording. But the reason why I don't do that, why I don't use it most times, is because of the stress of converting it to MP4. Because this particular format, you can't input it into your editing softwares like Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro can't take in this .mkv format. You need to first of all convert it to either .mp4 and .mov, and it's always like a long process for me, because most times I just want to take the video and just cut and give the client. So converting might always take time for me. So that's why I like recording in .mov. But when I record in .mov, I make sure that everything is set, my laptop is plugged, is not overheating and all that, to avoid stories that touches. So the next thing is the video encoder. Like I said, we have the software and the hardware. Like I said in the live stream tab, if you have a graphics capture card, then you can use that. If not, you use your software. Audio encoder, the same. And I think that's all for the recording. Then the replay buffer, I said it that we don't really need this for now, so we'll just leave this alone. So now let's go to the advanced mode and see what it looks like. So advanced mode, now we have the streaming. We have the streaming settings here. We have audio track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have our audio encoder, which is the same AAC. Video encoder, now you can see we have more options in our advanced mode. We didn't see all these in the simple mode. So we have the AOM AV1, Quick Sync H.264, Quick Sync HEVC, SVT AV1, and X264. Personally, I've tried every one here. I've tried each one of these encoder, and the best for me is still the Quick Sync H.264. I highly recommend that if you're going to live stream and your laptop does not have a graphics card, use this. Your laptop usage will be high, your CPU usage will be high, your laptop won't overheat. So all you just need to do is come to the advanced mode and look for this Quick Sync H.264, and trust me, your streaming is going to be smooth. Rescale output, you have to, of course, keep this disabled. So now your encoder setting, we come rate control, CBRO, leave this as CBRO. Your bitrate, 4000 kilobytes. Remember I said that if you want to stream 1080p upwards, then your bitrate has to be 4000 kilobytes upwards, 4000, 5000. But again, it depends on your network. There are situations where we were forced to use just 1000 kilobytes per second because of the network. But if you were to stream 1080p, then 4000 kilobytes per second should be your bitrate. If the network is good, you can increase it. If it's not, leave it at this. Then target usage, of course, you want to leave it at balanced. Profile, high. Then keyframe interval. You might be wondering why I have 2, because most OBS you might see 0, 0, 0. So the reason why I put 2 here is because of Facebook and YouTube. There are some pop-ups that come up, especially when you're streaming on Facebook. It asks you that your keyframe interval is not set, something, something, something. So you always want to keep it within 2, 3. So I figured out that 2 works for me. So I just leave my own default as 2. So anytime I want to live stream, especially when I'm going to stream to Facebook, I keep my keyframe interval at 2 seconds. The latency, normal, B-frames, 3. So these are the settings I use for my streaming. Now let's go to my recording settings. Recording part, we spoke about that. Recording formats, I explained why I'm using .mov. I've told you that to avoid, if you want to avoid stories, I know you're going to be able to convert your videos later from .mkv to mp4, then I recommend .mkv format. It's going to give you peace of mind. But if it's something that you just want to do, maybe 2-minute, 3-minute recording, then you can use the QuickTime, that's the .mov. Video encoder, same as my stream encoder, which is the Quick Sync H.264. Audio encoder is the same. Rescale output disabled. Custom Muxa settings, nothing. Then so now encoder settings, rate control, CBRO. The bitrate, now you can see something. You can see that my bitrate in my recording is higher than that of my streaming. Why? Because I always want a good quality for my live recording. So you can see it's on 7,000. Sometimes I might increase it to 10,000 because I just want a good quality. Situations maybe when the live stream didn't go well, I always want to give the client back the recorded version so they can re-upload later. And I always want to give them a good quality. So I always make sure that my recording bitrate is always higher than my streaming bitrate so I can have a good quality. Target usage, medium quality, profile high. Now you can see that my keyframe interval here is at 0. It's at 0 here because I'm not streaming, so it's 0. The latency is normal, bframes is 3. For audio, the same, bitrate 160. Just leave this as default, this is fine. Then replay buffer, 20 seconds. We don't use this, so you can just leave this as default and you click apply. So those are the settings I use for my streaming and my recording. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comment section. So in the next class, we'll be talking about how to get the stream key from the social media account and inputting it in OBS so that we can go live directly from OBS to all the social media accounts. I hope you're going to try out these settings and give me a feedback. I'm really eager to hear feedback from you guys. Let me know if this works for you. It's what I've been using and it's been working really well for me. So let me know if it does the same for you guys. Thank you so much for joining today's class. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel Certified Academy. See you in next class. Bye.